Hi, I'm John DeBella, and this is your Classic Rock Update. Actually, this is really your year in review. We decided to take a moment and look at all the stories that were really our favorites over the course of the year, and hopefully you like them as much. So let's just roll some tape and see me change shirts. Aerosmith is turning into a complete soap opera, hence, cue the soap opera music. And now it's time for As the Record Turns. Today's episode, Aerosmith. Well, it seems like the deal is done. Steven Tyler will be among the judges for Season 10 of Fox's American Idol. Despite no official announcement for either Fox or Tyler's management, Aerosmith bassist Tom Hamilton confirmed the long-rumored deal, telling the New Jersey Star-Ledger, Steven is doing American Idol. The ink is dry on that, so we'll have to work around his schedule for a new record. Meanwhile, in Toronto, now, if you haven't seen this yet, you're going to be shocked. This is Aerosmith in Toronto. Is it on purpose? Was it an accident? You make the call. This just in, you recall John Lennon saying that the Beatles were bigger than Jesus? Well, Gene Simmons says that Kiss is actually bigger than Mickey Mouse. According to some research from some experts in pop culture, they say that Kiss is the biggest pop icon on Earth, even bigger than Mickey Mouse. Again, this is according to Gene Simmons. He goes on to say, U2 doesn't have a comic book, Mick Jagger doesn't have an action figure, Kiss has a credit card. More from Kiss as soon as Gene thinks of it. By now you know the sad news of Ronnie James Dio passing away at 67 years old of stomach cancer. There have been tributes to Dio all week long, but the strangest one of all shows up on Facebook, where someone says that he refuses to believe that Dio died of cancer and that he was eaten by a dragon. Can we get a better dragon? It seems this one guy doesn't want to accept the fact that stomach cancer took Dio out of his life and that this dragon was trying to eat us all, and Dio sacrificed himself for all of us. You know what? I love Dio and I love humor. This is just weird. Lastly, we have a story about another rock star who has a problem with the internet. In this case, it's Don Henley of the Eagles, who recently told AccessAtlanta.com that he doesn't tweet, he doesn't Facebook, he doesn't go online at all. He believes that social networking sites are a complete waste of time and that we have more than enough stuff to be distracted by. Now, the only thing that could be a bigger waste of time than Don Henley telling you that social networking sites are a big waste of time is us telling you that Don Henley is telling you that social networking sites are a big waste of time. So if you want, you can now end this video and go on a social networking site and waste your time. Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon Osbourne, has slammed Vince Neil of Motley Crue over comments he made in his new book, Tattoos and Tequila. Well, it seems that back in 1984, when the Crue was out on the road with Ozzy, she didn't really treat them the way he felt that they should be treated. To quote him exactly, "It just really sickens me to watch everybody everywhere fawning over Sharon Osbourne. She's a talent judge on TV and has her own show and this and that. This is the most evil woman I have ever met in my life. She would effing have you killed if it was to her advantage." Now, in a statement to Perez Hilton, Sharon fired back, "I was saddened to hear about the quote from Vince Neil's forthcoming book. Vince, of course, I tried to keep my husband away from you at all costs because I truly felt that you were a danger to Ozzy, yourself, and everyone around you. I didn't want him to end up like Razzle from Hanoi Rocks, who died in a car accident because you were driving drunk, or like the two innocent people who ended up with severe brain damage, and those lives were ruined as a result of your actions. Today I see you as a pathetic 50-year-old party boy who continues to put innocent people's lives at risk by getting behind the wheel of your car and driving drunk and being arrested for assaulting women. Enough said. I'm always amazed at how manly Sharon Osbourne's voice is. Well, that does it for us and our year in review, or at least a look at our favorite stories. Hopefully one of your favorites was in there as well. I'll see you next year. Don't you hate that joke? I'll see you on the radio. Classic Rock 102.9 MGK. Grr.